Welcome to the Teresa Harding podcast, where you will learn from one of the top leaders in the network marketing industry. Teresa Harding has grown her team to over millions of people. She's grown online and she's grown offline, and now she's ready to show you the secrets. So get ready to change the way you think. She truly cares about the success of her team and the people that she teaches. So get ready to learn the tips, tricks, and secrets that will allow you to grow a successful business in the 21st century.
I'm Teresa Harding, and this is the Teresa Harding Podcast. This podcast is for people who know that this industry is not about the network marketer anymore. It's about the people we serve and the change we can make in other people's lives. It's about the entrepreneur inside of each of us who's trying to find our voice. It's for the people who want to change the world and are looking for the most powerful way to make that happen. Hey guys, this is Teresa Harding, the Teresa Harding Podcast. Thank you for joining me. We have been doing a series on offers for your product and how to turn it into an offer so that you are adding so much value for people that they are going to choose your product over anyone else who has exactly the same thing. And by the way, they'll be even willing to pay more for yours. So what I want to talk about today is I want to talk about how you're going to use the list, because for the last 4 episodes, I've been going over the 4 categories of things that you can add to your offer. So first of all would be written, anything that is text, digital, that kind of thing. The next category is anything spoken, which can be audio, it can be video. The next category is physical items like keychains or workbooks or hats with your logo or whatever. We gave lists in those podcast episodes. So if you didn't hear those, go back and listen to those. And the 4th category is miscellaneous or other. Unusual things like maybe a coaching call with you. Maybe they get to come on a trip with you and some other people that won the trip or whatever. So now that you've got the list of those 4 things, this is what you're going to do with it. And for those of you who are kind of new to this, what I just want to make sure you understand what the offer is. And I'll do this in a nutshell, and then I'm going to tell you how you're going to use this list, because it makes it so easy to create an offer. So this is what the offer does. Let me tell the difference between the product and the offer. The product is what you sell. So if you sell a health product, or if you sell insurance, or if you are a chiropractor and you're selling a session with you, that is your product. That's what you sell. But the offer is what you're adding to it to make what they're buying more valuable. So for example, for a chiropractor, you are selling a session with you, but part of your offer is going to be, these are things that you're going to add to the product that they get for free. So for example, you might say the session with you is $250, but you're going to discount it to $150 or whatever the price is in your area, okay? I can tell you right now, and there are some areas in the country where the price is going to be way more than that, some areas of the country where it's going to be way less. But let's just say in your sales page of your funnel, you are going to say it is worth this much, which is a higher amount. So it's worth $250, but we're discounting it for you and it's going to cost you $150. So the $250 is crossed out. You've got the $150 there, and now you're saying, but not only are we going to give you that, so you're saying you're going to get a session with me, which means this and this and this, and I'm going to help you, and I'm going to talk to you, and I'm going to blah, 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 all the stuff. Then you're saying, but in addition, this is what you're going to get from me. You are going to get our best-selling ebook or whatever. You don't even have to say best-selling if it's not something that you've done. An ebook that we have created that have the most frequently asked questions and gives you the guidelines of exactly how to take care of. And you can say in this ebook, we have the section for backs, we have a section for hips, we have a section for surgery recovery, whatever it is. Or you can say you get the ebook that goes with your challenge that you're dealing with. So when you come, so another thing you get is you get a 30-minute consult with me that, normally we charge this much extra for it. So every item that you're adding to the offer, you're going to have a price beside it. So you get the ebook. Well, the ebook is $19.95, but you get it for free. I'm also going to give you the 30-minute consult with me, which is worth $65, but I'm going to give it to you for free. So you're adding all these things, okay? So the things you can add in your offer are the 4 categories we talked about: written, spoken, physical, and the miscellaneous. So now this is how you're going to use this list. And you guys, seriously, this makes it so easy. Have your list written out and put it in front of you. And that's exactly why I told you to write it. Put it in a document somehow. And on your phone, I don't care where you have it. But you could put it in your phone, but it's really best if you can see everything in all 4 categories in one spot. So for example, your list is going to get so big that it might be good if you wrote them on a whiteboard. You can print out the pages from your document. But because if you can't see everything all at once, you're going to be scrolling back and forth all the time. But what you want to do is, let's say you go to your written section. And on my written section, I have a ton of items listed. I'm not going to give them every single item that's listed. I'm going to pick some. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, in my offer, and remember I taught you that in your offer needs to be worth 10 times more than what they are paying you for the product. Okay? So if in the chiropractic scenario, it's $250 value, but you're giving it to them for $150, then your value is already $250. Now if you add the half-hour consult, and let's just say the half-hour consult is worth $100 just to make it easy, but you're going to give it to them for free. Now the value of the whole thing is $350 that they're getting for $150. So you see, by the time you're done, the total value, including your discount, everything, needs to be 10 times the value of the actual price that they're paying for the product. Okay, so if they're buying a $25 product from you, then it needs to be worth $250. Okay, by the time you're done. So now you go to the written section of these ideas that you have, and you say, you know what? I'm going to compile an ebook. I'm going to give them an ebook, and you look through the list, and you know what? I'm going to do a newsletter, or I'm going to do a list of the best links with the information that they're going to need to find to get all the information they need for this thing that they're doing. I'm going to give them. I'm going to re-niche some content. I'm going to get the top 25 articles that I can find online that I think are the best about what this topic what this product is about, and I'm going to give those to them. Now remember, I told you in the next couple of podcasts, I'm going to teach you how to do that for free and how to do it without plagiarizing, how to do it, I should say almost free or totally free. It's awesome, okay? So then after you're done with the written section, you pick 1, 2, 3, whatever, however many things you need to add up to the best offer you can give them. Then I want you to go to the spoken section, which includes audio, video stuff. It might be 5 best episodes of your podcast that are, not on, that you can't find online anymore. Or it might be stuff, you don't even have to say that you can't find it online. It might be, let's say you have a podcast that you've been doing for a while. I'm going to give you the 5 episodes of my podcast that are around this topic, and these are the top 5 things that when I work with people, this is what changes the game for them. And I'm going to give those to you. And guess what? Now all you have to do is send them an email with the links to those, and they've got them. And what if it's podcast episodes from someone else's podcast? Same thing. You guys, it's awesome. You can send them their webinar, whatever it is. You're going to pick the different ones that you like. I might look at mine and go, you know what? I love an audio interview from my friend Laura that I did, and it was phenomenal, and this goes along perfectly with the product they're buying. They would love it. So I add that interview as part of the offer, and I put a value on it. Even though I gave that interview for free, Laura allowed me to interview her for free. She's a millionaire in her business. She's grown to hundreds of thousands of people. She's huge. So for them to have time listening to her, put a value on it. And so after I'm done with the written part, the spoken part, I'm going to go to the physical part. A lot of times, you guys, I do not add physical, ever. Almost ever. There better be a really good reason that you're adding a physical, and maybe it's because you can get it so cheap, or it might be 5 cents for the keychain or for you, and you're making a $10 profit for every item that you sell every time you sell the product. Then maybe that's worth it to you. So I'm not going to tell you to not do a physical product. Try different things, because you're going to do trial and error, And there's going to be something that sticks. You're going to figure out the offer that goes crazy and that explodes your business. So just pick and choose. Say, you know what? I'm going to do this pencil because I do insurance, or I do a product that the pen or pencil is kind of powerful because it looks really fancy and nice, even though it didn't cost me very much, and it allows them to fill out the stuff I need them to fill out. So whatever it is, decide what those are going to be and add them. So it's almost like you put your product, like if I'm going to make this visual for you, imagine that you've got a piece of paper and you have written, like your product is in the middle of the paper, and all around you've got the different categories listed. So you've got the written in the top left-hand corner, and you've got blank lines, and you've got text in the top right-hand corner. And all around the product, you've got blank lines, and you take your list of all of these possible options you could put in your offer, and you take one and you place it here, and you take another one, you place it here. And because you don't want to sell your product and then give everybody everything in your offer is all videos. That's not what you want. Because what happens is, as you create this, you're going to have items from different categories. It makes it feel like they are absolutely getting something so powerful, and they can't believe they're getting all this stuff for free. So when they see someone else selling your product, the exact same product, they're going to go, are you kidding? Over here, I get 10 extra things that are all super valuable. They're not just trash items that is going to sit on my shelf. These are things that, oh my goodness, I want that. And they're going to go find your stuff again and buy from you because they don't want to buy from someone else. So you've got an assignment today. I want you to go and look at your product, and I want you to take your list. You guys, if you've just been listening and you have not made your list, I want you to make a list. Make a list so that you know the kinds of things that you can put in your offer. And then I want you to actually write it down. I don't care if it's in your phone. I don't care if it's on your computer. I want you to write it down. What's the point of dreaming and getting on this podcast and listening if you're not going to actually do it? Start taking action. And this is just little actions. You can totally do it. There is nobody who built a huge, massive business or a massive following who did any one massive, amazing thing. I didn't. You could almost not find someone. There may be a few, but I will tell you, most of these people did little things every day, and they didn't stop. Nobody did one amazing thing. They did a lot of little mundane things, but they didn't stop, and it created massive income for them. So do the little thing today. Go make your list, and I'll talk to you in the next episode. Thanks for joining me, you guys. Bye.